Dark times are on the way for Harriet Finch in Emmerdale as she continues to struggle to cope following Malone's death. Harriet has already been through a great deal, but coming up, in an attempt to cope, she hands herself to God and begins living in a cellar. Harriet remains insistent to confess to her crimes and asks Will to punish her, to silence her. Will soon convinces Dawn to let him move back in due to Harriet's absence, but soon we see him head down to the cellar where Harriet sits in a self-imposed exile, with only her Bible and some food. Harriet believes sequestering herself is the only way to repent her sins, and in the village Will explains to everyone that she's away on a retreat. When he asks Harriet how long it will last, she says she can't give him an exact answer as it's a question of faith. How long will Harriet remain in the cellar? Will anyone find out what's going on? As the latest news, Harriet Finch is consumed with guilt over Dee Malone's murder, and tonight she pleads with Will Taylor to punish her for her sins. The village's resident vicar has been struggling to keep quiet about Malone's fate, and the exhumation of Richard Thomason proved to be the final straw for her. Malone's corpse had previously been hidden in the parishioner's grave, leaving Harriet concerned that her crime would be exposed during the exhumation process. That did not happen, but instead of feeling relieved, she continued to struggle under the weight of keeping such a huge secret, and therefore resolved to confess her crimes to the police. Her search for absolution doesn't go as planned, as PC Swirling brings her back home in tonight's edition of the ITV soap, and he informs Will that she's been ranting about a body. Will manages to cover, telling Swirling that she's referring to the exhumation, which satisfies the policeman's interest. Will is seething that Harriet almost ruined everything, but the vicar isn't fazed, arguing that she needs to be punished. In fact, she begs her former lover to punish her, to silence her, as she needs to repent for what she's done. Will later tells an inquisitive Dawn Taylor that Harriet has gone off on a retreat, but we soon learn the truth about the vicar's whereabouts when he heads down to the cellar. Harriet sits in a self-imposed exile with a Bible, where she intends to remain until she has repented for her sins.